The Indian Administrative Service is the premier administrative civil service of the Government of India. IAS officers hold key and strategic positions in the union government, states and public sector undertakings. Like in various countries following parliamentary system, IAS as the permanent bureaucracy in India forms an inseparable part of the executive branch of the Government of India. That is, while ministers who frequently change as political parties come in and go out of power, IAS officers stays and forms permanent part of the executive branch of the Government of India, thus providing continuity and neutrality to the administration. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, one of the eminent leaders of the freedom struggle, referred to the ICS as the steel frame of the country, representing the essential spirit of Indian nation, unity and diversity. Along with the Indian Police and Forest Services, the IAS is one of the three All India services. Its cadre can be employed by both the union government and the states. Apart from this, IAS officials are posted in various international organizations like the UN and its agencies, World Bank and IMF etc. Either representing India or working under them on deputations. They are also deputed to relevant divisions of Indian embassies and consulates along with Indian Foreign Service officers. They represent India or forms part of the delegations in intergovernmental conferences and international summits. IAS officers at various levels of administration plays a vital role in conducting free, fair and smooth elections in India under the direction of Election Commission of India and states. IAS officers are recruited by the Union Government on the recommendation of the Union Public Service Commission and posted under various state cadres. The appointing authority is the President of India. The officers carry high respect and stature in the society, coupled with the significant task of administering important public offices, making it one of the most desirable jobs in India. While the respective state governments have control over them, they cannot censure or take disciplinary action against an IAS officer or an All India Service officer, without consulting the union government. The Civil Services examination for direct recruitment to the Indian Administrative Service is conducted by the UPSC each year. It has 3 stages and is considered to be extremely challenging. Due to very few number of vacancies in IAS and first preference by most of the candidates, entry into the IAS becomes further more difficult. Almost all of the applicants rank IAS as their first preference because of the high prestige and diversity of career it offers. For example, in the 2011 batch, of the 425 selected candidates, 370 indicated IAS as their first preference, 25 chose IFS and 15 IRS, and 15 chose IPS. But when it came to second preference, 246 candidates marked IRS as their choice, while only 120 marked IPS as their second choice and 49 as IFS. The Cabinet Secretary of India is the senior-most Indian Administrative Service office and is head of the Civil Services of India. Cabinet Secretary is a constitutional post of cabinet rank, ranking 11th in Indian order of precedence. Recruitment to the Indian Administrative Service is done through an extremely competitive examination called the Civil Services Examination, organised by the Union Public Service Commission. In 2012, over 500,000 candidates applied for this exam, from which 170 were finally recruited into the Indian Administrative Service. The Civil Services Examination is a 3-stage process spanning nearly 12 months. Candidates have to first write a preliminary examination consisting of 2 papers, where they are tested on areas such as economics, polity, history, geography, environment, awareness of current affairs, reading comprehension, logical reasoning and basic numeracy skills. Only those that qualify at the preliminary level are eligible to proceed to the second stage, referred to as the mains exams. Candidates have to write 9 papers in the mains exams, where they are tested on Indian and world history, constitutional law, international relations and multilateral bodies, world geography and administrative ethics. Those who successfully clear the mains exams are then interviewed by the Union Public Service Commission, and a final list of recommended candidates is forwarded to the Government of India. Allocation and placement. After being selected, candidates are allocated to cadres. There is 1 cadre in each Indian state, except for 3 joint cadres, Assam-Meghalaya, Manipur-Tripura, and Arunachal Pradesh-Goa-Mizoram-Union Territories. The insider-outsider ratio is maintained as 1:2 as insiders. The rest are posted outsiders according to the roster in states other than their home states. Till 2008 there was no choice for any state cadre, and the candidates, if not placed in the insider vacancy of their home states, were allotted to different states in alphabetic order of the roster, beginning with the letters A, H, M, T for that particular year. For example, if in a particular year the roster begins from A, which means the first candidate in the roster will go to the Andhra Pradesh state cadre of IAS, the next one to Bihar, and subsequently to Chhattisgarh, Gujarat and so on in alphabetical order. Your next year the roster starts from H, for either Haryana or Himachal Pradesh. If it has started from Haryana in the previous occasion when it all started from H, then this time it would start from Himachal Pradesh. This highly intricate system has on one hand ensured that officers from different states are placed all over India. It has also resulted in wide disparities in the kind of professional exposure for officers, when we compare officers in small and big and also developed and backward state, since the system ensures that the officers are permanently placed to one state cadre. The only way the allotted state cadre can be changed is by marriage to an officer of another state cadre of ICFs. One can even go to his home state cadre on deputation for a limited period, after which one has to invariably return to the cadre allotted to him or her. The centralizing effect of these measures was considered extremely important by the system's framers, but has received increasing criticism over the years. In his keynote address at the 50th anniversary of the service in Missouri, former Cabinet Secretary Nirmal Mukherjee argued that separate central, state and local bureaucracies should eventually replace the IAS as an aid to efficiency. There are also concerns that without such reform, the IAS will be unable to move from a command and control strategy to a more interactive, interdependent system. Functions of the civil servant officer. A civil servant is responsible for the law and order and general administration in the area under his work. Typically the functions of an IAS officer are as follows: to handle the daily affairs of the government, including framing and implementation of policy in consultation with the minister in charge of the concerned ministry. Implementation of policy requires supervision. Implementation requires traveling to places where the policies are being implemented. Implementation also includes expenditure of public funds, which again requires personal supervision, as the officers are answerable to the Parliament and state legislature for any irregularities that may occur. In the process of policy formulation and decision-making, officers at various levels like Joint Secretary, Deputy Secretary make their contributions, and the final shape to the policy is given, or a final decision is taken with the concurrence of the minister concerned or the cabinet, depending upon the gravity of the issue. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel is remembered as the patron saint of India's civil servants for establishing modern All India services. In an unprecedented and unrepeated gesture, on the day after his death more than 1,500 officers of India's civil and police services congregated to mourn at Patel's residence in Delhi and pledged complete loyalty and unremitting zeal in India's service. Designations. Most IAS officers start their careers in the state administration at the subdivisional level as a subdivisional magistrate. They are entrusted with the law and order situation of the city along with general administration and development work of the areas under their charge. Salary structure. Further reading, Indian Bureaucracy at the Crossroads, by Syamal Kumar Ray. Published by Sterling, 1979. Corruption in Indian Politics and Bureaucracy, by Satyavan Bhatnagar, S.K. Sharma, Punjab University. Published by SS Publications, 1991. ISBN 81-7000-123-4. Breaking Free of Nehru, by Snehav Sarblock, published by Anthem Press, 2008. See also: Civil Services of India, All India Service, Indian Forest Service, Indian Police Service, Indian Revenue Service, New Moti Ban, Delhi Golf Club, Notes. External links: 1. UPSC, Civil List, IAS Officers Data.